Welcome to Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Pisces for the season of Virgo 2019. So August, September basically. Just a quick shuffle, Pisces. Let's see what's in store with messages wise. Okay, energy around is the King of Wands. So movement, Pisces. Someone coming towards you, you going somewhere. King of Wands is a real mover and shaker actually though. So if it's a male person in your life, someone's coming towards you, or there's something about someone operating from a distance and he moves around. So let's see exactly what that means for you, Pisces, for in this Virgo season. Earth. Where you are right now, the Chariot. So there's movement again with the Chariot. This is fast moving energy, success and victory. But the underpinning meaning of this is emotional discipline has to happen before you can set off, or before you can really take off on whatever's happening in your life at the moment. And it could have this King of Wands energy. Well, it does have this King of Wands energy. So it's travel of some kind involving this energy of the King of Wands. So in terms of where you are right now, it's like, yeah, well, you're probably ready for this movement, but the only thing you've got to realise is make sure emotionally you're, disciplined for it. Because there's nothing like having everything ticked, every box, and then suddenly you think, oh, but this hasn't been done and I'm not sure. But discipline and emotional discipline, it's very interesting, sort of whether we really are up for the challenge. Let's see what's crossed it. Four of Pentacles, so whether to leave, whether to stay, whether to hang on, whether to let go. Deep meaning card, even though it is a minor arcana, it talks about, sort of weighing up what to hang on to, what to let go of. Is it going to be worth your while or isn't it? And obviously, emotional discipline might come with this. It may be letting go of people or hanging on to people in your life. So it's a bit of a, it's a weighty sort of decision really, because, nothing comes free or easy. Sometimes there's always a bit of a sort of give. You've got to give something. You can't take everything. Something's got to stay. Interesting. Strong connections too with the Four of Pentacles. Or maybe the emotional discipline once again could be just about saving the money to get to where you want to be. It comes on many levels, this card. People, money, mainly, but yeah, still it's about that emotional discipline, basically. So this card will affect all the other cards in this 10-spot read. The background of the situation, what sits above it is, Five of Pentacles. So standing on the outside looking in. So maybe you missed out on something earlier. And maybe this time it's coming your way. But have you truly fixed the things that you needed in order to get to where you want to go on this new cycle? Before you might have been just left out there thinking, oh, well, what happened? Why didn't I get picked? Why wasn't I lucky enough? Why did I have to stand out in the cold? Well, I think, as we go through the reading, you'll realise what that means to you. Maybe the timing was just off, Pisces. Which is unlike you, because you're usually normally very intuitive people. But anyway, we'll explore this further later. Recent influences. And then we have this beautiful Wheel of Fortune. So timing has come back in. But have you done all the things necessary discipline-wise to get there? Because this only comes around once in a while. Wheel of Fortune. It's generosity, it's big, it's expansive, it's opportunity. Don't miss it. But, you know, work on what you have to sort of fix up before. But it's sort of there and it's hovering. It's just up to you to sort of really judge whether it's time to jump. And it is. Don't miss it. The lesson you'll be learning in the Virgo season is, having a step back and looking at what you have achieved. Have you achieved enough for it? Are you ready for it? Have you actually stood back and had a look at what you've achieved in order to get to where you want to be, especially in the next 4 weeks? Perhaps you have. You need to look at it anyway. It's growth, and it's really good. It's a beautiful card. It's got a garden full of sunflowers. It's an epic garden anyway, isn't it? And it took a lot of effort to get there. So just think about that, Pisces. Did you look there? Did you look into the lesson? Are you ready? Have you really sort of perused your CV or whatever and seen what you have done? Interesting. Near future. And then comes the Lovers, the big weighty decision of should I or shouldn't I, will I or won't I. Most often to do with relationships, but then often other times as well, it can be just with weighty decisions to make. Do I stay? Do I go? The same theme seems to be, carrying on through this reading already. So, beginning of September, there it comes that the Lovers will come in and go, okay, you need to make that decision. But you need to sort of be aware that there'll be consequences for whatever you take and whatever you leave. But that's part of life, it's just how it is. Balance as well with the Lovers, so balancing, carefully considering. Let's see what's happening that you're not realising in the Virgo season. End of a difficult time, very difficult time's over. So you can throw that one out then. Don't sort of get into fear about it, because that's sort of, you've done that. You've worked through that fear. You've gone all the way to number 10 with the fear. And now it's going out. It's the end of it. So you can get rid of that from immediately. How others see you. You need to assert and step up. Be competitive. Be assertive. Say what you think. Don't just sit there and say, oh, I can't say anything. You have to. People see you as this too, and people see this as one of your emotional disciplines, that maybe you don't speak up enough, so you need to perhaps do that. So we've got a few little disciplines already sneaking in to help you sort of make the right decision for yourself. Very competitive, it's very good. You're up for the mark as far as I can see, but it's just about, there's a few things need work, and this is one of them. What you're feeling positive about in the season of Virgo. Clarity after a difficult time again. We've got that swords coming in and that difficult time, and smooth passage coming in, and you know that anyway. So just pick up on those things that you've got to brush up on and you'll be fine. It's a smooth path here on. The outcome. And then we go, presentation of Page of Pentacles, so new things coming in for you. New ideas, new job, new, and whatever, you've got everything you need to be successful. It may be quite different to what you're used to, and that's probably the King of Wands sort of saying, well, I feel like you've got all the potential to do it, but it's different, so do you want to do it? You can do it. It's just a matter of learning what you don't know and sort of jumping on board and picking up a few other sort of your, things that you need to brush up on, and there you go. There's money there. You can sort of learn a whole new skill set whilst you're at it, because you've got the aptitude, so you're fine actually. I'm just going to pop an extra card on that 5 of coins, because that's always a sort of a card that worries people standing out in the cold, and the 10 of swords. And maybe that page of coins as well, just because, so to sort of reiterate what it is. Difficult to make the decision. So underneath this, standing on the outside looking in, we have, now you have balance. You have divine time coming in. So, you know, it wasn't your turn last time, but now it is. A lot more balance. Go for it. Underneath the 10 of swords, which is what you're not realising happening, the end of a very difficult time, we have 9 of wands. Well, you're up for it. You actually can do it. So it's just that one last push to get you through to the finish line. You've got the energy and the aptitude to do it. So just push on through. Yeah, you feel a bit, it's creative, it's big, it's everything, but you can do it. So just get it finished. Use whatever adrenaline and sort of just sheer energy to get you over the line, and you'll get there. Prove that to yourself. You can. And underneath the final outcome card, which was the Page of Pentacles, so new things coming in, learning new things, we have Knight of Wands, Knight of Cups, sorry. So yeah, this can be a bit of a problem, the Knight of Cups. Is it too idealistic for you? Are you sure that it's an absolutely watertight offer? You can do it. But yeah, there's that lingering Pisces energy of, oh, I'm not quite sure of this offer. Well, let's put one more on that, because I think that's kind of thrown things in a different direction. Knight of Cups is always a bit, you know, not quite sure whether it's the right thing. It may appear, he may appear a bit too idealistic. So just put one more on there to see. Ace of Swords. So if your sort of mind is clear and you've put the past behind you, you can sort of navigate around that Knight of Cups. Maybe you need to sort of keep it intellectual and sort of the capability of doing it, rather than just, yeah, the Knight of Cups could be a bit of a dodgy energy in terms of, oh, really, is this really what's going to happen? But intellectually you can sort of, you've got the clarity to see that before you sign on the dotted line, so to speak. So use clarity of thought to really see through whatever he's offering. That might be the glitch there. But you'll come through it. You just have to learn to assert yourself. I think that's the main thing, Pisces. Now, final message from your lovely, our lovely Buddha reading cards. Karma. The more you practice karma, the more you will discover that you are the master of your own of fortune and the creator of your own destiny. So flowers or weeds, Pisces, you know, you've got to go with it. You've just, let me just turn this light on because it's still a bit wintry and dark down here. In its simplest form, karma implies cause and effect. Karma can give you courage to look deeper into your past actions and take full responsibility for life as it is unfolding, knowing that you are planting karmic seeds in the past. You planted karmic seeds in the past. Flowers or weeds, fortunate or unfortunate, they are all there with you. So that's that karmic card. So just remember, asserting, stand up for yourself. Thanks so much for listening, Pisces. I hope you have a great Virgo season, August, September. Thank you for listening.